Don't know how he did it. Joining Top Story tonight, that is Shawn Hendrix. He can withstand a lot, as we just saw there. And lately, he's been on the ground working on relief efforts in North Carolina since Hurricane Helene hit. So, Shawn, my first question to you is, why are you helping North Carolina?
Well, I didn't plan on it. Actually, I got a phone call saying we have 30 Starlinks. We want to hand out in Nashville. We can't get a hold of anybody. And I said, I'll find out if somebody can come get them. And guess what? I couldn't get a hold of anyone either. The fiber lines have been cut. And so I drove up there on a whim to help. I didn't even bring clothes with me. And it's been the next 4 or 5 days getting fire stations and emergency systems back online with Starlink. And it's all kind of history from there. I couldn't leave after seeing what need was up there.
Yeah, you've been there for a while now, and maybe a lot of the country has moved on, but you haven't. What are you seeing on the ground now?
It's still a lot of cleanup. We're down to a lot of people that can help themselves have helped themselves. I see the state buildings getting rebuilt. I see the government buildings getting rebuilt. I see, anybody who had money, it's a money issue. The people that were struggling before the storm are struggling even more now. If you were living on minimum wage and you had no insurance and you lost everything, how do you rebuild? You can't even afford first and last month's rent. And that's what we're focusing on right now, is helping those who were truly left with nothing after the storm.
How are people living right now? It's getting very cold in North Carolina. It's a holiday, and we're seeing video of people living in tents out there.
Yeah, we've done our best to get people out of tents. The little Coleman tents are just not meant for any kind of winter survival, and it's getting better. A lot of people are getting RVs. There's a lot of organizations and churches that are helping people, but it's still desperate. And and even some of the solutions are starting to unravel. Organizations are starting to pull out and leave, which are leaving people without a place to stay. And now we're actually trying to help people who got help, who are now losing help, so they don't end up homeless in the middle of the holidays.
I want to put up something on the screen for our viewers here, because we reached out to FEMA to kind of get a lay of the land and their take on some of the things we're hearing from you and from others. And here it is by the numbers. They pointed us to these stats: 253 million approved to 136,000 households, 279 million in public assistance funding. FEMA's providing multiple temporary housing options to meet. More than 5,200 households are using transitional sheltering assistance hotels, so they're essentially in hotels right now for the next couple of weeks. Is FEMA working there? I mean, are they helping people, or is it not enough?
I just don't think it's enough, because if it was enough, I wouldn't be in my 7th or 8th week being up there. Like I said, I haven't really seen FEMA on the ground. I don't know if that's how they work, but there's just so many people still displaced. I mean, we have an aid request form that gets 4, 5, 6 different requests every day, and we just can't fill all the needs. And I'm not the only one that's doing this up there. And the farther you get away from Asheville, the less help there is. It's harder to get up in these areas. So if you're in the city or you're in the main parts, you're probably doing better. But outside the city, way up in these haulers, way up in the places it's hard to get to, people are still struggling. I've been there, and I've seen it with my own eyes.
Families as well?
Families as well. I'm dealing with a family of 4 or 6. It's about to be a family of 7 in 8 weeks that is going to lose this isn't FEMA's fault. They're going to lose the RV they're in on the 6th. They have no options after that. There's no more vouchers, and they were helped by an organization that's not going to be there anymore. And they have to find something else to do. And, that's not the only stories of families. One of the first families to help was a family of 6, actually, that was sleeping under a tarp in hay. And they didn't own their land. They lived in a shelter that was condemned in a storm 4 years previous. So FEMA said, hey, there's nothing we could do. You're living in a condemned house. You don't qualify for anything. So we're basically picking up the slack where the regulations won't help people. I'm not saying FEMA's helping no one, but there is a lot of people falling through the cracks.
Before you go, tell us some groups on the ground where people can help that you think are actually working.
Well, we're Operation Shelter. We've been doing this very strategic surgical, aid, and that's a give, send, go at Operation Shelter. And then Samaritan's Purse. Samaritan's Purse is wonderful. I've been up there for a long time, and every time I go somewhere, I see the orange shirts. They're there working. So I can't speak highly enough about Samaritan's Purse.
Shawn Hendrix, we thank you for joining.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or follow us on social media.